My name is Nathan Pledger. I'm retired from the Army in October of this last year. Spent 22 years in the Army. Main job was I was an infantryman in the Army. Did 3 years at Michigan State at the JROTC program there, and so now we're hoping to establish the program here at Muskegon High School.
How long have you been a JROTC officer?
So roughly about 6 months.
Did you think you would ever become a JROTC officer?
Nope, but I would definitely say that I didn't think that that'd be something that I thought I would do when I came to the Army. I came to the Army, I thought I was going to do about 4 years and get out. 22 years later, I retired. So my first duty assignment was in the 101st. So I went to Afghanistan in 2002, came back for about 4 months and did the invasion of Iraq. After that, I went to Fort Benning, Georgia. Was a drill sergeant for 3 years. After that, I had a nice little stint in Alaska, which was pretty nice. Very similar to, the UP here in Michigan. It's cold, and so then came to Michigan State to finish out my time as an ROTC instructor there. So the biggest thing about having a classroom setting is for the students to come in and learn. There's a curriculum that the Army has for JROTC. So what we'll end up doing with that is going through the curriculum each hour, each block. However, a lot of it's mentorship as well, teaching kids leadership characteristics, doing some drill and ceremony, competitions, and giving them an opportunity to really see what they can do with their leadership abilities. Leadership is going to be the number one thing that they learn, but they're going to be able to test themselves with being able to work around other people. There's going to be different personalities that come into any classroom, especially in high school, how to work with different individuals, different personalities, and then the core curriculum of being able to build a program. So if I give you a product on a PowerPoint, or if I give you a product in a Word document, seeing you develop that product from start to finish, that is real world experience that you'll have to do once you leave high school, going into college, building resumes, things like that you would have to do as far as a Word document. It's going to be the same time frame that school is, so if it's 8:15 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but you can start as early as a freshman going through your senior year. Really, as your freshman year, kind of get your feet wet, have a mentor, hopefully a senior or a junior, that's going to come there and help mentor you through the process of class.
Are grades involved?
Yes they are. So I think the biggest thing that the kids can come into the program knowing that there is going to be an opportunity for them to have a in this class by participating, doing the work that's required, and then their leadership traits that they develop throughout the program. So a lot of people think that if you take part in JROTC in high school that you're going to have to join the military. There's no military obligation whatsoever when you join JROTC, just like our armed forces is, or just like high school is. So it's integrated for both female students and for male students. JROTC gives young people an opportunity to kind of get a taste of what the military is, doing competitions, some of the things that you might do and learn in basic training, identifying rank structures, and then working together as a unit, working together as a team. Not everybody's always going to agree or enjoy working with individuals, and once you graduate high school, JROTC brings that at the high school level to give them an opportunity to overcome some of the things that maybe they won't see until after they graduate high school. So about uniforms and drills, so when you're a part of the JROTC program, on days that we have students wearing their uniform, they're going to be wearing something very similar to what I'm wearing right now. So it'll be more of a dress uniform. Usually the top, just because of how much it has to get tailored so often to each student, and we use them repetitively. It's going to be a dress uniform for the students that participate in the everyday JROTC program at high school. And then as we go to competitions, there is going to be a camouflage uniform that we'll use. So some of the opportunities JROTC offers for college is, number one, you're familiar with the rank structure. So when you show up on a college campus, you know what a sergeant is, you know what a captain is. But as far as financial, some of the things that JROTC will do is it'll get you a little bit to help you make a decision on if you want to do ROTC at college. And then as you go into ROTC at college level, then you'll be able to apply for scholarships where you have your tuition paid for, and sometimes even your room and board. So a typical student that goes to Michigan State University is roughly about $14,000 a year, or a semester, for you to go to Michigan State University. That's for room, board, and tuition. Well, some of the scholarships that they have will pay for either a portion of that, or it'll pay for all of it. Can JROTC go on a college resume? It's something that I believe that would look better especially if you're trying to go into the ROTC program at, say, Central Michigan, Ferris State, Michigan State University. I think it is something that, as you're going through the application process, will be beneficial. I don't see it not being beneficial. So how it will affect the future of anyone that does participate in the JROTC program is going to build on life goals. So say you have a goal of becoming an entrepreneur. You're going to be able to come into the JROTC program and see what it takes to be in a leadership position at, say, 15 years old. So it's a fundamental building block for you as a young person to come in and get that opportunity in a leadership position, dealing with different personalities and dealing with different people. There's several different JROTC competitions. So one of them is called the Raider competition. So it starts off with JROTC students doing a one-loop bridge, learning how to do that one-loop bridge, carrying some cans, obstacle courses, and finalizing as a team culminating event to build cohesiveness within the JROTC cadets. Yes, so for drill and ceremony is the best way to describe it is putting people or students in a rectangular formation, having them march as a unit. So everybody starts off with their left foot, and learning how to do facing movements. So if I say a left face, everyone moves to the left and turns to the left as a unit. So drill is going to be a cohesive group of individuals being able to do facing movements at one time. So when we think of a freshman coming into a JROTC program, coming into high school in general, one of the biggest things that a freshman has, if you go and think back to whenever you were a freshman, probably being nervous the first time you're going from middle school to a high school. There's older kids, but at each level, the freshmen are going to come in and they're going to learn kind of a base program about what it's like to follow. With anything that you do, you got to learn how to follow before you learn how to lead. And so as a freshman, people will probably be more eager to follow right away rather than being a leadership role. But that senior who's been through the program, maybe as a sophomore and a junior now, they're coming in and they're mentoring that freshman in high school through every aspect, whether it's through grades, whether it's through the JROTC program, whether it's through being a student athlete, through various aspects of what a student goes through whenever they're first coming into high school all the way through graduation. For college, it's an awesome way for them to participate in the ROTC program at the university level, and then allow the Army to help pay for some of their tuition, if not all of their tuition. Some student athletes aren't always the captain, so not being a captain on a basketball or football team, but being in JROTC was going to give you an opportunity to be in that leadership position, whereas on a basketball team, maybe you're a role player, or on a football team, you're a role player. So in JROTC, what it does, it gives you an opportunity, and every student gets an opportunity to be in a leadership role. It's not just, say, 2 or 3 captains on a team. The most important thing to remember about JROTC, like almost anything, especially while you're in high school, is the friendships that you build while you're in high school, and then what you've learned in that. Taking those leadership classes, JROTC is about leadership, and so taking those opportunities that you have in leadership roles, and then helping you as you graduate high school, go into college, or go into a trade school, or you move out into the work sector, and just build upon those leadership foundations that you have. the JROTC program has that we haven't talked about is with my affiliation with Michigan State University. I used to work there. Being an instructor at Michigan State University, one of the cool things is being able to bring them here. We're working with this district superintendent. We're working with the principal of Muskegon High School here to be able to bring Michigan State here. Maybe have young people that are a junior or senior that have questions about, hey, what's my next step in after high school? So is my next step going to college? Is it my next step being able to get a scholarship to go to ROTC at Michigan State? Or is it going to be just maybe going into the National Guard and using the GI Bill after my time is done there and bringing opportunities for students to have a college education after high school here at Muskegon High School? One of the ways that the young people can sign up is that Mr. Chauncey and myself, we're going to send out an email to students throughout the entire Muskegon High School and Muskegon Heights and try to get people to sign up voluntarily through an Excel spreadsheet. We'll also be meeting people at the lunchroom, having them sign up on an Excel document there on a computer. But word of mouth. Word of mouth is the most important thing for the program. We're establishing a program that hasn't been a part of Muskegon High School for 6 years. So the more people that we can get to be informed about the fact that we're standing up a JROTC program, the better.